My wife told me. My ex will be joining us for Christmas dinner. Please be mature about it. I nodded. Of course. What she didn't know was that I'd invited her ex's fiancée too. What happened next turned our family dinner into a moment no one will ever forget. I'm Derek, 29 years old, and I've been married to Vanessa for 3 years. This Christmas was supposed to be just like every other. My parents hosting, my sister's kids running around, good food, the usual chaos. But 2 weeks before the holiday, Vanessa dropped a bomb that changed everything. It was a regular Tuesday night. I was making pasta while she scrolled through her phone when she suddenly said, "I invited Marcus to Christmas dinner at your parents' set house." I stopped stirring. "Marcus? Your ex?" She nodded casually. "Yeah. He said's been going through a rough time and doesn't have family nearby." I thought it would be nice. For context, Marcus was Vanessa's ex-boyfriend from college. They dated for 3 years and broke up about 6 months before I met her. She's always insisted they were just friends now, that their relationship ended on good terms. I'd only met him twice, once at a barbecue, once at a charity event. Both times he seemed polite, but gave off this uncomfortable vibe around Vanessa, like there were inside jokes I wasn't in on. "You invited your ex to my family's Christmas dinner without asking me?" I asked slowly. Vanessa finally looked up. "Derek, don't be insecure. Marcus and I are just friends. And before you start, I already cleared it with your mom. She said it sits fine." That stung. She'd gone to my mother before even talking to me. "When did you talk to my mom?" "Yesterday." I explained the situation, and she totally understood. I clenched my jaw. "Vanessa, that sip's not the point. You should ask me first. It's sips weird to invite an ex to a family holiday. It's seps only weird if you make it weird." She shot back. "He's seps having a hard time, and I seps just being a good friend. Please be mature about this." There it was, the be mature line. As if I was overreacting, instead of just setting a boundary. "Fine," I said. "He can come." She smiled. "Thank you. I knew you understand." I didn't. Not even close. But I nodded and went back to stirring pasta while my mind raced. That night, after she went to bed, I did something I'm not proud of, but don't regret. I checked her phone. I know it's a breach of privacy, but something felt wrong, and I needed to know. What I found made my stomach drop. Vanessa and Marcus had been texting constantly for 2 months. Nothing explicit, but way too familiar. Lots of inside jokes, old memories, and complaints about me. One message from 3 weeks ago hit hardest. "I miss what we had. Things were simpler." Her reply. "I know. Sometimes I wonder what would happened if we tried harder." I took screenshots and sent them to myself. The next day, I did some digging. Turns out Marcus wasn't going through a rough time at all. He'd been engaged 4 months earlier. His fiancée, Claire, had a public Instagram full of happy couple photos, trips, dinners, even a Thanksgiving post that said, "Grateful for this man and our future together." So Vanessa had lied. Marcus wasn't lonely. He was engaged. And I doubted. Claire knew he'd be spending Christmas with his ex. She deserved to. I made a burner Instagram account and sent her a message. "Hi Claire, you don't know me, but I married to Marcus ex Vanessa. She invited him to our family Christmas dinner, and I thought you should know. Since you two seem engaged, if you like to talk, here's my number." She replied, within an hour. We moved to texting. Marcus had told her he was attending a work holiday party that day. She was upset, but grateful I'd reached out. After half an hour of talking, I invited her to Christmas dinner too. She hesitated. "One that'd be awkward." "Probably," I said, "but we both deserve to know the truth." She agreed. The following week, everything seemed normal. Vanessa chatted about Christmas plans, what dishes to bring, and even suggested exchanging gifts with Marcus. That almost made me laugh. I kept playing the calm, mature husband. On Christmas Eve, she was in great spirits, texting Marcus about timing. I overheard her confirming he'd arrive around 2 p.m. She sounded almost excited. Christmas Day came. We exchanged gifts. She gave me a watch. I gave her a necklace. We smiled and pretended everything was fine. At my parents' house, the atmosphere was warm and cheerful. My mom had cooked a huge spread. My dad watched football, and my sister wrangled her kids. For a moment, I almost felt bad about what was about to happen. Almost. Marcus arrived at 2:15, charming as ever. My mom instantly adored him. Vanessa's face lit up when she saw him. Her hug lasted just a little too long. I smiled, shook his hand. Good to see you, man. He fit right in, laughing with my family. Vanessa kept finding excuses to sit near him, touch his arm, share jokes. Then at 2:45, the doorbell rang. Then I'll get it, I said. Claire stood there in a red sweater, holding a bottle of wine, clearly nervous but composed. You must be Derek, she said. Claire, I smiled. Glad you could make it. Come in. The reaction inside was instant. Vanessa went pale. Marcus jumped up so fast, he spilled his drink. Claire, he stammered. What are you doing here? I was invited, she said calmly. Glancing at me, Derek thought I should be here since you were spending Christmas with your ex. The room fell silent. My dad muted the TV. Derek, Vanessa said slowly. What is this? This is Claire, I replied. Marcus Seth's fiancée. Apparently neither of you mentioned that part. So I figured we set all spend the holiday together, maturely. Her own words, thrown back perfectly. Marcus froze. Claire, I can explain. Explain what? She snapped. Why you lied about being at a work party. Why Derek had to tell me what you were actually doing. Vanessa turned red. You invited her just to humiliate me. I invited her because she deserved honesty, I said calmly. Just like I deserved honesty about your constant messages with Marcus. Her face drained of color. You went through my phone? I did, I said. And I found plenty. My mom finally spoke. What on earth is going on? My sister was quietly recording. I didn't stop her. Marcus tried to talk. Claire, please. It's not what it looks like. Then what is it? She demanded. Their stories immediately fell apart. Marcus claimed Vanessa needed emotional support. Vanessa insisted Marcus was struggling. Both lies contradicted each other. Claire Stett's face hardened. We stirred him. Don sit call me. Don sit come home. My brother will pack your things. She turned to me. Thank you for being honest. I stim sorry for coming here, but I stim glad I know. You're welcome to stay for dinner. My mom offered softly. Claire declined and left. Marcus followed without a word. Vanessa stared at me, furious and humiliated. I want a divorce, I said before she could speak. I've already contacted a lawyer. You can stay at your sister Sist's. Derek. No, you lied, you hid things, and you made me feel crazy for not being okay with it. She looked around the room. No one spoke for her. She grabbed her purse and walked out. Update 1. Christmas dinner was tense, but my family supported me. My mom apologized for not asking more questions. My dad said I handled it well, and my sister shared the video with our family group chat. Everyone was on my side. Vanessa sent 17 texts afterward, angry, then apologetic, then desperate. I replied once, talk to my lawyer. Update 2. A week later, I met with my lawyer. The screenshots helped. Vanessa moved in with her sister and tried reaching out through friends. But most sided with me once they knew the truth. Claire reached out too. She'd ended her engagement, saying the emotional affair was enough. Marcus lost it afterward. Blaming Vanessa, she blamed him. They were both right. Final update. 2 months later, the divorce is nearly done. Vanessa's too embarrassed to fight it. I'm keeping 60% of our assets, since I paid for most of them. I've been staying with my parents, spending time with family, recovering and adjusting. Vanessa emailed an apology, claiming she never physically cheated, but knew she'd crossed lines. She asked if we could be friends one day. I didn't reply. Claire and I met for coffee once, just two people processing similar pain. She's doing better, in therapy, and thankful she found out before marrying him. As for me, I said I'm okay. Some days are harder than others, but I don't miss being in a marriage built on lies. My family jokes that I won Christmas, and honestly they said are not wrong. My mom even said, "Next Christmas, I approve all guests." Edit 1. People keep asking if I feel bad about what I did. Truthfully, no. They chose to lie. I just chose when the truth came out. Edit 2. The video didn't go viral but circulated among family and friends. Vanessa's mortified, Marcus deleted his socials, and Claire's living her best life. Edit 3. After everything, my dad put a hand on my shoulder and said, "Son, that was the most interesting Christmas we ever had. Well done." Coming from him, that's basically a standing ovation.